Welcome back to Biomes. This time we are talking about the Arabian Desert because it is the first snow of the year today. The Arabian Desert is this very large piece of desert, the fourth largest in the world, that takes up a good chunk of the Arabian Peninsula. It takes up quite a large chunk of the countries Iraq, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Oman, Qatar, all of those Arabic countries. It is a desert, so it is rather dry, averaging about 4 inches of rainfall per year depending on where you are in the desert, so it's not the most dry desert in the world and does have a couple very vibrant oases within it, but like all deserts, it is a very dry area. But despite the lack of rainfall, it does have quite a lot going on. Again, like most deserts, it has a variety of plant life, mainly which are very heat and dryness and salt tolerant, such as these desert sedges, and other small plant varieties like the mustard seed plant, even multiple varieties of wildflower, including things like irises, daisies, morning glories, and the rare and endemic Sinai desert rose. There's also larger plants available as well, such as the incredibly salt and heat-tolerant tamarisk bush, larger trees such as the camel thorn tree like this and rarely acacia trees, and the famous frankincense as well as myrrh plants. And of course, these plants are also the basis of the food chain for the wildlife, including little birds like the desert sparrow, as well as larger and more game birds such as the Arabian partridge and the Arabian courser, I think that's how you pronounce it, as well as many larger birds of prey such as the bearded vulture, a favorite of mine, as well as the Egyptian vulture and large eagles such as golden, tawny, and white-tailed eagles, and a personal favorite of mine, the pharaoh or desert eagle owl. And those larger birds of prey have to feed on little guys such as the desert or Arabian jerboa, another favorite of mine. They're so cute. Or even bats such as this one, the desert pipistrelle bat. There are also, of course, these small predators that are very well desert adapted, such as the sandcat, known for being one of the most successful hunters out of all of the mammal kingdom, or the Arabian red fox, which is a distinct subspecies of the regular red fox, distinguished by being a lot more sleek and slim, and overall less fluffy and bulky than other foxes that are less well adapted to desert areas. There's also commonly seen hyenas, such as this one, the striped hyena, and jackals as well can be found there. And that also includes the Arabian wolf, a subspecies of the gray wolf. Caracals can also be found in the desert, and there used to be cheetahs and lions found there as well, but they are unfortunately locally extinct in the desert as a whole. But that does leave room for some of the larger herbivores and grazing animals such as the endangered Arabian oryx, the also endangered sand gazelle, and the, again, endangered, you might be sensing a trend here, Arabian tahr, a type of goat found in the Arabian Peninsula as well. The Arabian Desert also releases a ton of vaguely ridiculous-looking reptiles, including the toxic Arabian horned viper, and the pretty harmless but even more ridiculous-looking Arabian sand boa, another favorite here on the channel that just looks like a sad Muppet snake, and the spiny-tailed lizard, very creatively named, also called the dab lizard locally. There's even a few varieties of desert-adapted amphibians, such as the Arabian toad. There's also a good variety of creepy-looking and probably toxic invertebrates, such as spiders and scorpions, like this one, the Arabian fat-tailed scorpion. The overall harmless but definitely scary-looking camel spider, also known as the solifugid, which do look very scary but can't really hurt you beyond giving a slight pinch. There's also a good variety of moths, locusts, and butterflies, such as this one, the tiny, endemic, and critically endangered Sinai baton blue butterfly, which is only found in this area, and populations decreasing very fast. So overall, the Arabian desert, like pretty much all desert environments, is a harsh and rather uninviting place that still has a very diverse and interesting set of life living there.